Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. Today is Monday, it's the 23rd of June 2025. So Gemini, let's see what your messages are at this time, okay? Give me messages for Gemini. What is it they need to know, spirits? What does the collective need to know? And remember, this is a reading for the collective, so it may not resonate with everybody here. So take what does, leave what doesn't. Reverse the roles as well, whatever makes sense from your perspective. And if you're a cross-watcher for Gemini, do likewise, and welcome. Welcome everybody. Okay, so first card is the Star, Aquarius energy. There's something that you're doing here that you're hoping for. It's like in the recent past, you've been hoping for some kind of what's the words for it? Result from something that you're doing here. It's like you're following your destiny, following the star, following your dreams, and working on something that you're doing for yourself. The Star is Aquarius energy. I don't know if I said that. Tell me more for Gemini. Page of Cups. Pisces energy. There's an offer here. Something about healing or some kind of thing that you're hoping for. It could be that you've been hoping for an offer from somebody here. Somebody may want to heal something with you. There's an energy of not being able to sleep. You've got the Nine of Swords here, so there's been some kind of restless energy around you, especially at night, overthinking something here, Gemini, about an offer that you had some kind of hope for. You've got the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, and in the center of your reading you've got the I was going to say the Virgo, the Hermit Virgo energy, the Virgo. I actually want to make a t-shirt with this on it that says the Virgo. Because I keep slipping up and saying that, so it's like a little personal joke on myself. You've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. Some kind of sneaky energy here. There's a legal situation, or it could be. Okay, so the other card here is the Queen of Rods. I feel like your energy is the Hermit in the center of your reading. You've also got the Queen of Pentacles. So you've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This is something about a match, a very good match, like a lot of financial stability between you and somebody here. Something that you were hoping for a result. This could involve wanting a marriage or some kind of, it could even be a business partnership, but I feel like it's more romantic here with that Page of Cups energy. But there's somebody that may have offered you very little for whatever you had some kind of expectation, some kind of hope. Like you poured all of your energy into something here, but what you got was just this little offer here, and this kind of, I feel like it annoyed you more than anything. It kind of left you thinking about something and why this didn't go a certain way, but I feel like this is the potential that it had. But there's something about you going silent here with the Hermit and thinking and regrouping here and taking action as the Queen of Rods, focusing on yourself, your determination and your drive. Tell me more about the near future for Gemini. So the Four of Pentacles, holding on to some kind of stability, but you feel backed into a corner here. Your focus is on your money, you're holding on to this energy, but you feel like your back is against the wall. So very single energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. Whatever you're holding on to, whatever it is you're working with, it's like you wanted to do this with somebody else. I feel like there's some expectation of a connection that could have brought in a lot of stability, but now it's like in the near future there's an energy of you just, okay, back to focusing on me and holding on to what's mine and just working on myself, investing in myself. So you've got the Five of Swords here and you've got the Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There's a situation where every now and again you may feel, did I make the right decision? There's a little bit of regret and sadness about the way something turned out. Something was not equal. You could have been dealing with somebody here, Gemini, that was also giving to somebody else. There's two hands out here. So somebody wasn't able to make you the offer that you envisioned here. And you may regret waiting, or you just regret feeling and being in your emotions. You may just regret the way things went here. So, all right, tell me about the star. What is the star for Gemini? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's something about you being exhausted, tired, and needing to heal, but I feel like you just kept going. You kept going with something here. Five of Pentacles is like a very lone energy. So there's something that you had to do by yourself that was hard work, but you were healing. I feel like you had some kind of determination and hope. Two of Swords. Yeah, a difficult decision. There was a difficult decision, but I feel like you had to make this decision because in the end, it's like this would have been you just being out in the cold, but I feel like you decided to go it alone. I feel like you didn't let somebody else make the decision for you. You could see how something was going, and I feel like you had to make this tough decision. You may have been blinded to something as well. There's something that you didn't see, but you felt it. I feel like you felt it. You felt the cold, and I feel like you had to just go it alone. You made the decision here. The Chariot. There's something about travel or something that's happening fast, Cancer energy. And 1111 here, the Four of Wands, it's like there's something that you're doing that could be happening quite fast, that you're on the right path. I feel like spirits are saying that what you did in the recent past, you were on the right path. It's like you moved on quickly. You made a decision, and I feel like it happened quite quickly here to help you to move forwards. So what is the Page of Cups? The Devil. Some kind of temptation here. Capricorn energy. The Fool, Aries energy. There's somebody that's pulling as the devil here, that is making you this offer. This person could be younger, if not they're somebody that's not as mature as you. There's somebody that there's somebody here that may have brought some kind of temptation towards you. You could have been dealing with somebody that was already in a contract or tied to another situation. But this person was coming towards you as if they were traveling light, expecting you to take all of the risk. I feel like they were promising you that this was the right way to go. But I feel like you already made a decision here, or this is somebody that you tried to ignore, but I feel like this is an energy that kept you up all night, because you really did envision something good coming from this. But I feel like this person was a distraction, and they were definitely trying to tempt you into something, into taking a risk here for some kind of dream, like some kind of happy ever after. But they didn't actually offer you much, because this person, they're keeping all of these cups to themselves. They offer you one cup with that Page of Cups, but they've got something that they're doing behind your back, because there's a curtain here. And I feel like it's like, in order to get whatever your manifestation, whatever your dream, your wish fulfillment is, it's like, you know that you had to put the work in. But I feel like you did put a lot of the work in. This person gave very little, and I feel like you had to walk away. Yeah, there's something about, look, the King and the Queen. You could have been, if both of you had worked on this, this is what the energy could be. You could have been on top of this Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me. And the Knight of Swords, there's something about an argument or a message or something that I feel, or you said something, because things were supposed to work out. I feel like you were very patient with this person, but then enough was enough, because you're dealing with somebody that was maybe being selfish here, that wasn't giving you very much. Tell me about this Nine of Swords for Gemini. What's the Nine of Swords? What's the Nine of Swords for Gemini? Yeah, somebody that was selfish, and I feel like you couldn't understand why they offered you all of these things and then didn't meet your expectations. You've got the Lovers that kind of fell in reverse, so there's a separation here. I feel like there was a very intense connection here with you and somebody, Gemini. This is your energy, the Lovers. But I feel like you knew you had to make a choice, and I feel like you had to focus on yourself. So you severed a connection here with the Lovers in reverse, and I feel like this was a very difficult thing for you to do. But there's something about with this Knight of Pentacles, there's like you taking a pause. You're getting ready to do something. You're all armored up, you're protecting yourself, and you're putting your focus back onto you, onto your long-term goals. Because I feel like whatever was offered to you, it wasn't going anywhere. It was a standstill, because the Knight of Pentacles is like a standstill energy sometimes, or very slow movement. But I see you being very cautious, and you had to make a decision to separate, even though there's something that could have been really beautiful here with both of you. But I feel like, yeah, it was very upsetting for you and very hard to do. So now you are getting back to your work, where you are focusing on yourself. There's been a pause in this, but I feel like it's like, okay, now I need to focus on myself. You're competing for you're fighting for yourself now. There's an energy of you wanting to fight for something that you're doing. The Sun is there. There's something about your happiness. You're fighting for your happiness again in something that you were doing before this person came along. You're trying to get back to that energy. So you've got Justice here, Libra energy. So for the King of Pentacles, look, the scales are unbalanced. So whoever this person was, whether they're a Libra or it could be an earth sign, it could be any sign really, these scales are not balanced. You know, there's an unbalanced situation here. So I feel like you gave more to this connection than this person did. So yeah, there needed to be justice. So I feel like you set your own justice here. You made things right. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. You've got the Hangman, Pisces energy. Yeah, you sacrificed a lot. You know, like I said, the scales are unbalanced. you've sacrificed a lot. And then I feel like while you were hanging and waiting around, you realized something, that this is somebody that is on and off or indecisive, and you needed to balance out a decision here. So I feel like with the Hangman, you had to, you know, be in this energy to realize something here. And then I feel like this is where you made a decision. You went with your logic here with the Knight of Swords, and there was something about delivering a message. So you got the Ace of Swords here, which is about you taking the initiative, taking your power back. You're taking control. You are the one in charge here of the decision making. This is your life. So I feel like you took back your power and your control, and you made a decision. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, there you are. You made a decision here, Gemini, to you know, speak your truth, speak your mind, and be in control again, be in control of your life, get back to business. So yeah, you came in and delivered a message. All right, so let's see about the Hermit. What is the Hermit? Even though this kept you tied up in your mind, you're tired, you're very tired. So there's this withdrawing energy with the Hermit, going silent, going within, finding the answers for yourself. You're also, you know, able to see something. You were able to see something here with the Hermit energy, with the star. You're holding the star, and you're looking over the cliff ledge, and you're like, I could have gone, if I'd gone further with this person, I would have fallen off. I would have lost myself. So now you're a lot wiser. You're a lot wiser. I feel like you were this energy before. You know, you were overthinking things, but now I feel like you can see clearly with that Hermit energy, and now you're taking some kind of break. You're having a rest and you're healing. What is the Queen of Rods? The Hierophant. So there's something about a commitment here, a spiritual lesson. You've got some kind of drive back as the Queen of Rods. Tell me more about the Queen of Rods for Gemini. You're taking initiative, and you're getting your passion back for something here, something that you're committed to. Taurus energy, the Hierophant is Taurus. Yeah, so there's a judgment. You've judged a situation. You've gone within with your intuition here. There's definitely silence. So there's something about you learning some kind of spiritual lesson here. There's something that you're doing which you could be keeping to yourself with the High Priestess. Look, we've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant, which is a really good combination. It's a very spiritual power couple type energy, but I feel like this is all you. And there's something about you finding your truth, your happiness, learning some kind of spiritual lesson. You now have the keys. You have the keys to unlock your potential here as this Queen of Rods, and, you know, become very motivated, very passionate about something, take action. You have the wand, you have this new beginning. You're very positive energy with the sunflower here, which always attracts the sun. Very positive energy, and you're making this judgment call here. So you judged a situation for what it was. You made a decision, and I feel like you stuck with it. And the sun is very positive energy. I love the sun. So yeah, Leo energy here. So yeah, there's something about you being in your intuition and being able to move forwards. You're making something happen because now you can see something clearly for what it really was. There's somebody that could have already been in a connection, okay? So that's what I feel like. There's something that came to light because you saw it intuitively, and then it became, you know, the truth. It's like you actually found out, yes, I was right here. Because the Sun card is also the card that says yes. And I feel like when it came to the High Priestess and the Hierophant, it's saying, yes, you were right with your intuition here. You're bang on. So the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. So some of you may be having options here, whether this is to do with work, career, exploring your options. You may have a choice to make about a work situation. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups with the Queen of... Yeah, there's a decision. Some of you are thinking about, some of you are going to have an offer coming in, but you don't see it coming in. And then there's going to be this decision. There's going to be a little bit of confusion about picking the right thing here. Using your intuition. There's something about an offer that you could be keeping silent here. You've got this King of Rods, Ten of Cups, some kind of emotional fulfillment here. There's an energy fast approaching you, an Emperor. Aries energy. There's something about you being in control of your emotions here, of your own emotional fulfillment with something that you're doing. You're very motivated as this King of Rods energy, but I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, there's something about you may be looking for love again and having an offer that you don't expect. But it could also be about making a decision, or you're planning something to do with a work situation, whether this is going solo or working for another company or something like that. It could even be promotion. There's going to be some kind of an offer here. Tell me more about the Four of Cups. What is this offer for Gemini? What's the Four of Cups? Something about success here. So you're going to be leaving all of the battles behind, all of the competition, and there's something about you getting promotion or being in the spotlight, having your own platform, being noticed, getting recognized. It's high honor. It's like you come back from the battle and you are the victor here. So there's an offer here that is going to be, you know, make you very successful here. So tell me about the Four of Pentacles. What is the Four of Pentacles for Gemini? What is the Four of Pentacles for Gemini? The Three of Cups. There's a celebration. Three of Cups. Some kind of get-together, celebration. I don't know if you're going to be holding back from this. Okay. You're not ready. There's something about getting back out there, getting on your horse, getting noticed. You're very attractive. And I feel like there's a kind of like a little bit of pressure to maybe get back out there. Maybe your friends are telling you, look, you've been in this energy for too long. You've been working a lot, you've been staying in your own energy, you've been pausing a lot, but there's this still healing energy. So I feel like you're holding back from something here. You know, you need some kind of a break. You don't want to go back out. You're still hurting. I feel like you're still hurting over something, but there is this single energy here. Yeah, you're too burdened with something and you're working very hard. But I see you kind of like rejecting some kind of offer of going out and having some kind of fun because you're just not in that place. Yeah, you're still burdened by this ending. Yeah. Scorpio energy with death. Okay, right. So tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, which is fine. Everybody heals in their own time. There's no point of rushing anything. But focusing on yourself and making the right decisions is a very healthy way to be. So yeah, you're taking things slowly. You're going back to focusing on what you were before, what you were doing. Yeah, you're focusing on your money here. You're focusing on your long-term goals, your stability, and it's like you're getting ready to get going again. Okay, I've, you know, taken too much time off, you know, pausing and wasted some time here. And now it's like, now I'm sure about what I want to do here. And you're focusing on your stability again with that Nine of Pentacles energy. Yeah, there's You're avoiding this. You're avoiding this offer. Whatever this offer is, it's like you know who this is. I feel like you know who this is from. So someone's coming in with communication, and I feel like you're avoiding, you're running, you're actually running from this energy. So tell me about this. 2 cards on the bottom of the deck, please, Spirit. So you got the 5 of Swords. Oh, she knows. 5 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So you know something here's been unfair. You're avoiding this conflict. I mean, there may be some conflict coming in, but I feel like you're turning your back. You're not focusing on the past anymore. You decided, you've made a decision to move forwards with something in your life here, Gemini. And you just want to avoid this person, this conflict, and the mind games. There's somebody that likes to win at all cost. It's like you can't argue with somebody like that. Let's just see, who is this? What is this all about? So tell me about the 5 of... I feel like you're taking this person's swords away from them so they can't do any more damage. So what is the 5 of Swords for Gemini? We'll be going in with the all signs after this as well, by the way. Yeah, you're taking the initiative here. You're just not getting involved. It's like you're turning your back. I'm going this way. I've already got my wand. I've got my back turned to you. I'm going this way. I'm still healing. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm not interested in any more of your mind games. Yeah, I'm focusing on my money, my stability. So what is the 3 of Wands? You're leaving this person out in the cold. You're turning your back on them. Your focus is on your future here, not the past. All right, so let's... I really got tangled up in this wire. There's a card that fell down. Yeah, look what fell in reverse. Selfish. Yeah, there's somebody here that's selfish here. Let me just have a look. 9 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. Haven't had that one in a while. 9 of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Oh yeah, lack of deeper connection, superficial relationship, inner work needed. Yeah, you're not dealing with that anymore. You're not dealing with people like that are on and off, in and out of your life, undecided, haven't got much to give. Yeah, unbalanced. Unbalanced. Look, and the Pentacles are unbalanced too. Leaving you hanging around, sacrificing just because the sex was good or the connect, you know, no. Not anymore. All right, let's see what your advice is actually. What's the advice for Gemini? What is their advice about this energy, about this reading? What is the advice for Gemini about this reading? Controlled emotions. Yeah, King of Cups, and you're moving on. Yep. You're emotionally moving on. You're controlling your emotions. The King of Cups is a controlled emotional state. Yeah, withdrawal. Yeah. Focusing on yourself and your money. All right, so let's see who you could be dealing with, Gemini, and then we're going to go in with the also. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I want to get the message from the Kipper deck. Spirits, tell me what Gemini needs to know from the Kipper. What is it else that they need to know about this situation that I may have left out, which I probably did. What else does Gemini need to know? What else does Gemini need to know? Mature. You've matured. You're dealing with somebody that was immature, emotionally immature. You've had concerns. Yeah, this person's had raised your concerns. Unexpected income. So yeah, there's something unexpected. I feel like your money is going to be looking good. You may be receiving some kind of job offer, promotion, pay rise, something like that. But there's unexpectedly, if there's a court situation or a judgment or ruling, that maybe this could be your energy that you have made a decision. But if not, if it is a legal situation, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. But this also came out in reverse, unexpected income. So sometimes this can be somebody that was unfair to you is going to be reaching out with a message. And I feel like that's pretty much, yeah, what we've been reading here. So you have Virgo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio again, Libra, Aries, Capricorn again, Scorpio again, Pisces, Libra. Let's just do 3 more. Capricorn again, Gemini, and the last one, Capricorn again. Whoa, Capricorn's quite strong. All right, so I'm going to be doing Cancer next. There we are. So let's go in with the all signs. I'm just going to clear this away, okay? Be right back. Okay, Gemini, welcome to the all signs. So let's have a look and see what Aries right through to Pisces, what their energy is towards you, their intentions and their feelings. So Aries right through to Pisces. What are their intentions and feelings towards Gemini? One more shuffle. Okay. Right, so I'll just give this a little shuffle as well. I might be using this from time to time just to help me out if we get stuck. So tell me about Aries right through to Pisces. What are their intentions with Gemini? Okay. Right, so starting with Aries. What is Aries' intentions towards Gemini? Is there another one in there? Oh, no, okay. Right, so starting with Aries. Okay, so things may not be fair. They may want to come and give you justice. They may be focusing on their money though. Okay, they're trying to withdraw, trying to have some kind of strength and courage. What is this? Change and transition. They're trying to make some kind of change here. Knight of Swords in reverse. Or they may have said something really hurtful, or they will. But the Knight of Cups, they're coming back they're coming back towards you with a love offer. So if they've said something hurtful, they want to change how they are, and they want, to come back to you. So tell me about Taurus. Taurus, there's a lesson learned here, a close cycle. There could also be a distance. This is causing some kind of delays, blockages. There's also been a third party, so that's Taurus energy. Tell me about Gemini, dealing with Gemini. The Fool in reverse, they're afraid to take a leap towards this. They're not very hopeful about this, to be honest. Yeah, they're going to stay single. Tell me about Cancer. Cancer failed to make the right decision here in the past. They've been watching you, stalking you. There's been a painful ending, a betrayal. They may have had friends that influenced them. Yeah, they're hurt. 8 of Swords. They're trapped in their mind over this. They're not able to stop thinking about you. It's not what it looks like. They feel like there's a misunderstanding here, but there's silence and no contact. I don't feel like they're reaching out. Leo. Leo is letting go of something toxic, or they're just not obsessing over this. Okay, they may come in with communication, or it could be that they just had little to give. They have regrets over the mistakes they made. But there's this being stuck here. They're feeling stuck, but they want things to work out. But they're non-committal. Yeah, they're non-committal. Oh, the Three of Pentacles could be they're stuck over a decision, because there could be an energy of 3 here. So that's Leo. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo is finding it hard to move on from you. 7 of Wands, they may want to fight for this, but it's been one-sided. It's not been fair. 7 of Cups in reverse. Their love life isn't up to much right now. They're making a decision. They're not really interested in anybody else. They want to reconnect with you. So Libra. Libra is coming towards you as the Emperor here. They could be older. They could be the father of your children. Take it as it resonates. But they're coming towards you correct. 5 of Swords, they want to fix whatever went wrong between you. So if there was a nasty argument, a fight, they want to fix this. 9 of Coins, they're being responsible and independent, but they're coming out as a single energy. They could be a single parent, or you could be, they're hurting over something. Ace of Swords in reverse, trouble with communication, things, just misunderstandings. They feel like taken for granted, or they may have taken you for granted. I don't know what they want to do though. They have renewed hope though for this. Tell me about, who is it? Scorpio. Scorpio is going to be messaging you. They find you attractive, but I don't know if they're younger, but they definitely want to start something up with you. They're coming back around. Yeah, they feel unfinished business, so they want to reconcile with you. They may have been going through some kind of spiritual realization. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is determined to fight for this. They're exhausted though, but they're, may open up emotionally to you. So they may tell you some things, but they're not coming in with an apology. There may be legal matters or disputes that they're going through, or you are. This could be about a relationship, a marriage, or about money, safety and comfort. They see you as somebody that's very safe to be around. They're missing that energy. Capricorn. Capricorn is not waiting around anymore. They're not really seeing things from your perspective. They are going to be proactive in love. So it could be that, yeah, Temperance, they're not having the patience here at all. They're not waiting. They're impatient energy, frustrated. Enemy, watch your back. They're not happy with you, whatever's going on. Wheel of Fortune, there's something about the past here. They're turning their back on this. Yeah, they want their freedom, so they're turning their back on this. Wow. They are not happy. Tell me about Aquarius. May open up emotionally to you or tell you something. Yeah, they're coming in with some communication here, whether it's about emotions or they're going to tell you some secret. 4 of Coins, something they've been holding back, or about why they've been holding back. So they're going to reveal something here. Very unexpected. Whoa, this is just more mystery. Something that they're trying to make happen. An end of a connection, or they're trying to make, okay. So they could be out of a relationship or a marriage. Maybe they didn't know that this person was involved. They're trying to make something happen. They're trying to end something so they can start something new. Yeah, courage and determination. I don't know who they're ending with and starting with. Could be you, could be, I don't know. Pisces, Gemini dealing with Pisces. 9 of Cups, they have wish fulfillment for this. They're going through a tower. So there's something that they tried to stop or they couldn't. 2 of Cups in reverse. They feel like you're their soulmate, but it's over. They're coming back around. So if there's been no contact from Pisces, expect to hear from them. They want to be happy with you again. They're finding it really hard to get over you. They're really thinking about you. Dating, meeting someone new. They may have been dating, meeting somebody new, but I feel like they've never gotten over you. You are the one that got away. They want your attention. They may say to you that they're only interested in sex with the other person, or they're coming towards you as a divine masculine. Blockages and obstacles. So there's something that should have happened with Pisces. They feel like a false start with you, like this should have gone all the way but it didn't, and now they're finding it really hard to get over you. They've lost control. They want a new beginning with you. All right, my lovelies, thanks for being here, Gemini. You have a wonderful week and I will speak to you soon. Okay, take care. Bye for now.